meet once again tonight in the vast Florida Citrus Bowl in downtown Orlando as the Oakridge Pioneers take on the Jones Tigers. And we welcome you to high school football, the game of the week. And I'm Tom Morgan along with Ron Gerber. And Ron, these two teams combined for just 3 wins all of last year. But boy, the prospects for these two teams this year, pretty good.
Yeah, each year you start anew, and both teams are really excited about the potential that they both have coming back. One team's already won 1 game, could win 2 games, which would match their total from last year. Jones looking for their first win of the year after taking a rough beating last week.
Take a look at the district standings, and you'll get an idea of what these two teams are going up against this year.
Yeah, Oakridge, you'll see their name at the top of the district, which is pretty rare. Probably hasn't happened in about 10 years. They're hoping to continue this and build on through. They feel like they can compete with the Boons and some of the other larger schools, and it looks like their schedule might just help them out this season. Then you see Jones. Jones right now 0-1, but they feel, Coach Benjamin feels like they can compete with any team in their district this year and might even be able to pull off the whole district and win the whole thing.
Both coaches coming into their 3rd season, and Jeff Wenstrom is pretty excited about that first home win in a long time against Olympia last week. Well, Jeff, congratulations. You guys hadn't won an home opener in a long time, and you did it last week against Olympia.
Yeah, I'm proud of our kids. They battle back time and time again. They made a few mistakes, and they were able to overcome the mistakes. And yeah, it's been 12 years since 1989 we won our opener. So got to hand it to the kids. They made a great effort and were able to put the game away at the end.
If you win tonight, you'll match your victory total of last year. That's a great start.
Yeah, well, you know, we really wanted to come out with a good start this year, and our kids have been focused. We had a very good spring and a good off-season conditioning program. And we're a little bit slow getting started in the spring, but now I think we're starting to really hit our stride. So hopefully we can have a good game tonight.
Jeff, you developing a quarterback, Edwin Cabrera, who we saw last year, early stages, and I guess by the end of the year he was just playing great and had a great spring. Tell us about Cabrera and what kind of threat he is for your football team.
Well, the thing about Edwin is he's very confident. He's able to make plays out of nothing, really, and he's a pretty good reader. He's gotten better, you know, because we're running a little bit of triple option and midline, and it takes time to develop that skill. But the thing about it, even if he messes up, he's going to come back and he's going to keep at you right away. And the other thing he's really elusive. When he hits a hole, he's going up the field. So it's tough to stop. You got to stop the fullback, the quarterback, and the tailback. So that's the way we want it. And he's doing a good job running our offense.
Well, last year when we did your game, you had just lost Ben Houghton, your linebacker. He's back. That's got to be a great addition.
Yeah, he's a true middle linebacker. He's going to fill the middle. You know, the inner toughness you need. We have good speed on the outside, so if he can stuff up the middle for us, and that was a big hole to fill in for our defense last year. It took a couple weeks to really adapt to it. And so he's going 100% now, and he's starting to hit his peak.
Coach Jeff Wenstrom of Oakridge, and he talked about Cabrera a little bit. Boy, this guy can be a real triple threat for this football team.
Yeah, as the coach said, he really runs the option well. He's the trigger that sets this whole offense off. He has a triple option, which means he can keep it himself, give to the fullback, or pitch it out to a running back coming around the corner. He makes a lot of good decisions. He'll make a lot of good things happen tonight.
He had over 100 yards rushing in the game last week against Olympia. Defensively, he mentioned Ben Houghton. We didn't get a chance to watch him, but 220 pounds in the middle, that's pretty good.
Yeah, he's a really smart linebacker. Really could have been a crushing blow last year when they went down. He's got a good feel for the game, very good head for the game. He's going to be in the middle of a lot of the action tonight.
They think he could be one of the top middle linebackers in the Metro Conference. As far as Jones is concerned, boy, they played their hearts out last week against Evans, and the Evans coach said this Jones team is one of the best we have faced. I mean, he really praised this Jones team that they defeated last week, and we talked to Coach Berto Benjamin about that game last week with Evans. Well, Coach Benjamin, you had a great opener against Evans High School, one of the powerhouses in the state of Florida, and you played them toe-to-toe. Unfortunately, you came up with a loss. What did you get out of that game?
Well, I think that our kids got a lot of experience out of that game. I think that, you know, they had a little jitters, and I think that they got rid of that they really understand now that they can play with the better teams.
Well, what's the adjustment been like not having Charles Anthony in that backfield? That's that one guy you've been able to count on over the years.
Well, you can always use a Charles Anthony, but we have 2 young guys, a junior and a sophomore, that we think have the potentials maybe to be even better in a year or two. And so the adjustments is not quite as tough as it might seem to be.
Well, are you concerned about the Pioneers who seem to have the advantage size-wise on your football team tonight?
Well, we're concerned about all opponents, and you know, we give all opponents respect, but at the same time, we feel that we're capable of winning against any opponent that we face.
Coach, you feel really confident about this football team in your district race this year, don't you?
I do. I think that we have an excellent chance of winning our district.
And as far as that 13-12 loss last year to this football team, is that something you've been thinking about all offseason?
Oh, it's there. It's like a thorn in your side. You can't forget it.
Well, Ron, Jones has never been known as a passing team. Charles Anthony talked about a guy that ran a lot for them, gained a lot of yardage, but they've got a wide receiver they'd really like to get the ball to.
Yeah, Cantrell Rogers is just, as Coach Benjamin puts, somebody special. They want to get him the ball. They want to get him the ball a lot tonight. Going to try and set up some run first and come back to him, try and isolate him on a cornerback with his, well, Coach Benjamin says deceptive speed. I think he's just fast anyway.
He's probably a track star, right?
Yeah, not a bad athlete to have out there. Good matchup for Jones tonight.
Well, whenever you talk about Jones, you know team speed is one of their strengths. Defensively, they've got quite a linebacker, too. We saw him play last year. Harry Rucker makes a lot of tackles.
Yeah, Harry Rucker, when you talk about a high school player, you talk about somebody who's a 3-year starter. That's impressive in itself. To find out that a 3-year starter who's probably one of the top linebackers in the county is only a junior, that just adds to that. He is a talent. He's going to be a player to be reckoned with next year, but he's going to be a key tonight, tracking Cabrera wherever he goes.
All right, we had lots of rain today, but things are clearing up. I think we're going to have a great night for football, and we look forward to tonight's game between Jones and Oakridge. We'll have the opening coin toss and the kickoff coming up here on the Game of the Week.